Hi guys, I'm Mary.
And I'm Brad.
And welcome to Fitness Tested. Be sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with all of our new videos and reviews.
Today we're talking New Balance 880 V13.
Version 13 is pretty similar to the last version. It's going to be a mid-cushion neutral shoe. This is going to be just a daily trainer. That's what it's designed for. I did everything from a progression run all the way up to just a recovery run in this shoe. I did a long run in it just to try to test it out and get as much exposure and try it out on different things and see what I liked and what worked and what didn't.
For those of you who are fans of version 12, there's not a lot different in version 13. No. We'll kind of go through some of the differences, but really there aren't a heck of a lot. You can see I did take it out on the road, I did take it on the treadmill, and I got a couple 7-mile runs in it just to see what it was different with the version 13, and I really didn't feel much.
Yeah, it's going to have that same dual density foam that the midsole has here in the New Balance. So if you can tell here, it is different colored. So the pink foam is one and the white is the other. The pink foam on mine is going to be that softer foam. So it's going to have that plush feeling. The white foam is going to have that, it's going to be a little bit more dense. So it's going to have a little bit more of a snappy feel to it and get you off for a little bit of a better feel on the toe off there.
So with version 13, like I said, didn't change much. For those of you who are used to that higher dropped heel, this one is a 10 millimeter drop, so it does have an offset of 10 millimeters from the heel to the toe. So a little bit bigger heel than some of the others that we reviewed. We have been doing a lot more of the 4 to 6 millimeter drops in shoes. This is going to be probably one of the most traditional shoes that we've reviewed to date. Really didn't change much in it. So the upper did change a little bit, and we'll kind of go through that. I felt like the upper did get a little narrower than the version 12. Mary thought that it felt a little bit more snug, a little bit more kind of hugging the foot a little bit. If you've got a little bit wider of a foot though, I would probably go to something, or to go to one of the wide versions.
So yeah, with what Brad said, I do think that this is fitting a little bit more snug. However, this shoe does come in quite a few widths. It comes in everything from a 2A all the way up to a 4E, which we of course like to see. We want to see shoes that provide different options for everybody. So I love to see that New Balance always provides options from anywhere from very, very narrow to extra wide. This shoe did go up in weight ever so slightly. A men's 9 is going to be 10.6 ounces and a women's 8 is going to be 8.6 ounces. So it did go up a little bit. Honestly, I couldn't tell that much of a difference. I liked the feeling of it, and I think that it probably adds a little extra cushion when it goes up in weight a little bit. So I definitely don't mind that at all. Didn't really seem to be something that I was going to be really worried about.
And I really didn't notice a heck of a lot either. The Fresh Foam X is a little bit lighter weight foam just in general, so I think that what that does is they added a little bit more of that Fresh Foam X stuff, took away some of the old EVA foam, so it kind of lightens it up a little bit. One of the things that you will notice, the blown rubber on the outsole is really, really thick. And for a lot of times what happens is when they add more rubber, the weight tends to go up. So we have version 12, we've looked at it, we really didn't notice a lot of extra rubber, but we did notice that it is a little bit thicker rubber. So that's, I think, where the offset in weight probably comes from, is the rubber is just really thick. What that does though in the long run is it makes it the longevity on it a little bit longer. So
in comparison, the two of these are going to be very, very similar shoes. The upper on this one is going to be a little bit more sleek. It is fitting a little bit more narrow. You can actually kind of see that between the two of these. They are very, very different sizes. This is going to be a women's size 10. I'm not sure which size this is.
I think it's an 8.
It is a size 8, so, you know, a little bit different on the sizes there, but you can even see with the toe shape. It is going to be fitting a little bit more narrow there, and it is going to be different. So overall, I did like the new update on this one. I do really like the dual density foam on the midsole. It is going to remain the same there. As Brad mentioned earlier, we're thinking that the newer version is going to have a little bit more outsole there, so it should tend to last a little bit longer, hopefully give you a little bit more grip.
Overall, I think the shoe is a good update. Again, I hit on the upper on it a little bit hard because it did fit a little bit snug, but I really think that if you've got a wider foot, and I do tend to have a little bit wider in that toe box region, we do have options available for widths. And so if you have worn the 880 in the past and you really like it, they really didn't change a heck of a lot. It's just the width in the overall forefoot. So we do have widths available. So it is something that we could just take you up a width for this version, because realistically it didn't change.
No.
Like the shoe overall didn't change except for just the width on the upper. Really good upper, or I mean the construction of it is really good. The bounce on it is really good. I took it for a 7-miler right out of the box and didn't really have any issues with it. It is just that upper is a little bit snug for myself.
The New Balance 880 is ringing in at $140, so it has not changed in price. I do think this is a great price for this shoe, especially since you can use this for so many different uses. You can use it as a great everyday shoe for running around doing errands. If you need something that has a little more support and more cushion, you can use it as a daily trainer for those of us who like to do lots of running. You can use it as an airport shoe or a vacation shoe. It's gonna, it fits the bill for looking nice and sleek. It's gonna give you that cushion. So definitely a great price point for a shoe that can be used for so many different things. We do have this available in both men's and women's at all of our stores, or available at online, shop.fitnesssports.com. You can always look at the link below if you'd like to buy directly from us.
Thanks for watching. This has been Fitness Tested. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you keep up to date with all of our upcoming videos and content.